Hello and welcome. My name is Ezra, and FYI, it's Mario with a Portal O. So, Mario is essentially a cross between Portal and Mario. It's pretty simple. It's pretty clear, easy to get your head around. So this is a complete recreation of the Super Mario Brothers with portal guns. They have recreated the whole original game, which is kind of neat. And the fact that you can go through it with portal guns is extremely cool. So I'm extremely pleased that they've done this. Now, you can play with up to 4 people simultaneously on this game. Now, for those of you who've played the original Super Mario Brothers, you know that if you play 2-player, you obviously have to take it in turns. So this, I think, will be extremely hectic. If you've played the new Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, that's kind of hectic on its own with 4 players, but with portal guns, yeah. Not sure how that will quite work. Unfortunately, it's limited to, or at the moment, it's only limited to local multiplayer. They said that they'll be bringing a version with network multiplayer, but as of yet, that hasn't happened, so you have to keep your eyes out for that one when it eventually crops up. So Mario, just a quick bit of information before we hop into the game. Mario is created by Stab Yourself Studios, founded early in 2011, and their aim is pretty simple, basically, to create fun, enjoyable experiences, just for anyone to hop into, really. The other projects they've done are Not Tetris, Rimshot, and Guitar Antihero. So basically, there's a theme of like recreating other games, other people's games, in kind of like a funky mashup style. And finally, this is available on Windows, Linux, and Mac. So I'm just going to hop straight into a game and then we can talk a bit more about it. So, let's go. So, this is, like I said, the original Super Mario Brothers world in the game. And yes, it basically is exactly the same. I do hope that most of you that are watching this have played the original. So nostalgic. I'm loving this. I've only been playing it for about a second. Right, so the physics obviously are exactly the same as the game Portal if you have played it. If you haven't, shame on you, because it's an awesome game. Especially bringing it into something like Mario. Right, so we can see here, it's just basically using physics of 2 little portals to manipulate the environment. Nice. Really creative. I'm quite happy that they've done this. And that they've been able to keep the same music. Because let's be honest, this would be nothing like the same without the original Mario music. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get used to the portal use. I think the use of portals in this game is going to be more for fun factor rather than actually helping you get through the game. I think where it's going to come in handy is yeah, where the portal is going to come in handy is for the maps created by the community. I think that's where it's going to make a real difference, because then you can actually really make levels that are designed to be like Portal game, to solve puzzles. Right, I don't need to get rid of this little dude because he's getting on my nerves, because I want to get to the top of this flag. So let's dump him over here, like so. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Right, there we go. Right, so I want to get to the top of this flag. So if you haven't played Portal, you basically have one portal to go into and the other to get out of, like so. Sweet memories of sitting alone in a cold, dark room playing this game. This is probably one of the first games I've ever had. And I'm all the better for it. Right, so what else can I tell you about this game? So, this game also has a level editor, which lets you, the users, create maps for people to play on. And if you can send it to the developers, they will actually, I suppose if it's any good, they will make it available for you as downloads to play, which is kind of neat. it's nice that they're willing to put the time to do that, especially seeing as this game is free. Right, let's actually try and use some of these portals. Whoa, 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 whoa. It is kind of confusing the first time you're using portals. You have to get used to the fact that you'll be hopping in and out of different places on the map continuously. Like so. Like I said, you could just essentially play this as the normal Mario. It's only when you're going to be really creative that you want to use the portals. It's not like it's a necessity. You really have to use them. It's not like it's a must, but it's still kind of fun. It makes your life a bit easier, like so. We're going to hop back out. Right, so where we go now. Now, I had a little play around with the level editor, and it would take quite a while, I think, for you to actually make your own maps, because you have to cycle through each of the blocks at a time to decide what you want. I will show you this later on so you understand what I mean. And by the way, anyone who doesn't know that little top route, who has played this game, where have you been? Where have you been? It's like the most commonly known cheat in the world. Right. So, how are we going to tackle this guy? I'm not quite sure. Right, you forgive me for the crappy bits of play. Right, I'm sorry. Right, I'm still getting used to the portal, so give me a break. Give me a break, people. Let's get this off to a good start. They've done a really good job of creating this, you know, to a T, exactly what it looks like, the original game looks like. Even if you haven't played it, you should know what it looks like. You can also customise your character, by the way, as you can see by my funky Mario and his Robin Hood hat. Oh, shoot! Yeah, and his funky Robin Hood hat. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? Right, let's get one going over there. See, this is what happens when you try to use the portals. You've got to really know what you're doing before you do it. Otherwise, you're going to get killed pretty easily. So for now, I think I might just see if I can get to the end of this level and then try and show you guys one of the maps that come with the game, which has been created by a user, not by the developers. Because that really brings out the mashup of Portal and Mario, whereas this is basically just Mario and Portal, which you don't really have to use to complete the levels. Right, let's just see if I can complete this level. There we go, hooray! Successful use of the Portal. The best thing about this portal is making your life a hell of a lot easier to get to the top of the flag here. Hooray! Right, there we go. So you get a general feel of how it plays with portals. It's not very complex. Right, so let's hop out of this. And let's go to suspend. Can we load once? Yep, so you can save the game. Obviously, you can only load it once, it says there when you play it, which is another nice feature because, like an old Mario, if you ever played it, it's extremely frustrating when you play through so many worlds of the game and you get really far, then only to die and go all the way back to the start. You have to really sit down knowing that you're in it for the long haul if you want to complete the game. Whereas this, you can obviously have one little save there, which is nice. They're not making it too easy by having unlimited saves. Right, so let's show you this other map pack. So you hit the map pack there, you've got Portal, so incorporating obviously elements from the Portal game, the original Mario Brothers levels, and anything that can be created by you essentially if you send it off. So any new map packs that you can download, you'd probably have to go back on the website to get those. So if we go up to the original Portal and then just do one player, so you can edit the players there, which I'm presuming is local. So my Robin Hood Mario and me will set off on this merry adventure into the land of Portal. Interesting. Right, there we go. Okay, I want to put him on that side. There we go. 8-bit Portal is brilliant. Even got the little companion cubes. Where am I going to put him? You have to drop that to actually fire the gun, the cube. Then you can come back out. So we drop the cube on there. Yeah, excellent. See, this is what I'm enjoying more than the original Mario with portals. You even got the little barrier there to go through. Very cool indeed. Right, let me hop through here. So this is brilliant. For those of you that don't have the computers that are good enough to run Portal and you thinking about really wanting to play it, play this instead. And you've got an infinite chance of playing a hell of a number of different maps if they publish them on their website for you to download. Hey? How does this work then? Have I got another companion cube somewhere I need? How quickly does it shut? Very quickly. Oh, I see. So, stick a portal over there. Excellent. This is good, I'm enjoying this. Nice. I'm assuming these maps would take quite a while. When I was messing around with the level editor, like I said, you cycle through each block individually to set. So creating these would be quite an effort. So hats off to the guys that create these. And to the guy that's created this one. It did say his name at the start. And I did forget to remember what it was. So I apologise. Right, how do we get that little bad boy out there? That's not going to work, is it? Let's try that. Interesting. So we've got to get up there to push that other button. That's not really going to work. I can't get out. Right, there we go. Okay, so what you didn't see here was me actually stopping the video and cutting it because I was so stuck on this I didn't have a clue what to do. So this little beam here is a platform. I've had to look this up because I'm that stupid. Anyway, so you can create a little platform like so. So if I click that down there, I think you've got to time this properly. So there we go. So now you can create a little platform up here to actually jump up to jump at to get up to that button. Now this is all about timing. There we go, we got there eventually. Hooray! I must have spent at least like 20 minutes just sitting there thinking to myself, how the hell do I get past this bit? So the guys who actually made these levels are pretty creative. Yeah, very good, I'm very impressed. Right, what does this next little puzzle have in store for us? Yes, so what do we do now? Because if I do that, I will die. What a conundrum. What does old Portal companion cube do? Okay, so grab him. There we go. So if I face that way, it should. No! I think I was facing the wrong way. Yeah, so those laser beams kill you. Right. Let's try this again. Now that I know I'm doing this, it's going to be a hell of a lot quicker, obviously. Hoppa. Hoppa. I do encourage you to have a look at this game, especially because it's free, and you need to be grateful to the developers for doing this. Obviously, probably if they charge it, they're probably going to get Nintendo chasing after them with some god-awful lawsuits, but anyway, it's their sentiment that counts. Right, so, companion cube up there, which we have. Oh, now I went through last time and it flipped me around. I didn't like that. So, I need to be going that way this time. No, it's just going to kill you as soon as you go through. I know what I've got to do. Ah, and it's game over. Oh, I failed. Anyway, that's a quick look at some of the gameplay there and what it involves. And the final thing I wanted to show you was the level editor. So you can see that we have the game loaded that we were just on. And by rotating the mouse wheel, it changes the different bricks that you get. So for example, if I wanted to place a coin box, you just click and you can just add them simply like that. So that's pretty simple, really. And then you've got a huge amount of different other things to add. So there's a brick. Pretty simple. Again, like I said, you're going to have to put a lot of time and effort into this to make everything look perfect and nice, but you've got all the tools here to do that. For example, to create proper bushes, the nice proper edges and stuff. So for those of you who are willing to put the time in, good luck to you. And I do, yeah, we are grateful to the people who make these maps. So what else can I tell you about this wonderful little game? I think that's pretty much it, really. Oh, no, it's not. Right, if I hop out of this now. Oh, you can actually, I didn't realise, you can actually choose the tools from the menu. That's obviously a lot easier. And you've got a tools tab here, which... yeah, I think this is all going to be self-explanatory for you to figure out, really. You can put your author name, etc., descriptions, how many lives that you can have, how many worlds you can have, and how many levels in each. So yeah, it's pretty extensive and it's pretty impressive, and you can see your whole world here by the slider bar, which again is pretty cool. Or you can just choose to follow Mario. But yeah, impressive. You can have warp zones, choose the kind of stage, like underwater, a bonus stage, type of backgrounds you can have, widths of the map, background colours. Yeah, a lot of stuff there. I'm pretty impressed. And then obviously you can just test the level by clicking that test level tab there. Very impressive. The clever people at Stab Yourself don't need to stab themselves, they need to give themselves a pat on the back. Right, how do we get out of this now? Return to menu. Right, so let's look at the final options of this game. So here you can see that you can change up your controls. You can use, I'm assuming you can use a, let's see, I can't change that, so I'm assuming that you might be able to use a controller somehow. But yeah, you've got all the controls there which you can change, and you've got the skins here. Now this is kind of cool. So you can change the different hats that you've got. Like I said, there are 33 different hats. So you've got anything from Robin Hood to your businessman from the 1920s. I don't know what that is. Cat in a Hat. Lots of different stuff here. So that's kind of quick, kind of cool. I like that. Customization is always good here, people. Always good. You can change the colour of your hats. Like, oh, that is my trousers. But you can actually change the colour of your hat, your hair, your skin, and the actual colour of the portals, which I've done. So I've already changed all these colours to suit my little character man there. You've also got, let's go back up to the top. You can change the scale of the box that the game actually plays in, so you can change the size of the screen. You can change the shader style here, so you can, if you've got like I had a really old retro TV back in the 90s when I played it. This TV must have been, I don't know, 60s, 70s, but it had like a nice curved glass screen like that, so it's kind of cool that they give you all these different kind of options here. What's this one? That's kind of like a radar screen that you might see on like a battleship. Pixelate, radial blur. Yeah, lots of different options there. It's nice that there are so many different features in this, and I suppose they'd have to, otherwise this game would be just another Mario game. So let's go back to none, and it says the shaders will actually really reduce the performance, but assuming if you've got pretty powerful PC, that won't matter too much. And then this is the other final bit which I'm going to show you, is the modifiers. Now you have to unlock this, it says here, by completing all the original levels pack. So put the time in and you will be rewarded. So if we go over to the modifiers here, like I said, you have different modes. I don't know what the others are, it just says Portal there for now. Bullet time, which is kind of cool. Huge Mario, Goomba Attack, Sonic Rainbow, Player Collision, and Infinite Time and Infinite Levels. So I hope that will push me to complete the game. I'm going to try and complete it anyway, just because the nostalgia factor is huge for this game. So yeah, that basically sums up Mario with the Portal O. I hope you've enjoyed this, FYI, and keep tuned for more. See you later.